Jamie on vacation, Jeff Rieger in his stead. Of course, this afternoon, Tigers, Royals, as they go for their first win of the season. Both teams going for win number one. It's going to be Francisco Liriano on the hill for the Tigers. Coverage begins right here on the ticket at 12:45. Pistons win last night. They're back in action Wednesday against the Sixers at the LCA. Wings in action tomorrow in Columbus. And, of course, tonight, on our brother station, WWJ, tip around 9:20. It's the national championship game. The number one seeded Villanova Wildcats against the 3 seed out of the West, the Michigan Wolverines. And I know, obviously, a lot of Michigan fans, obviously, want Michigan to win. Michigan State fans, obviously, do not want Michigan to win. And if you have no rooting interest, sometimes you might put a little money on the game. Well, one of our favorite human beings, who we talk about almost every day here, because I always say, if you meet him at the Long Bar, tell him we sent you, and he just might buy you a cocktail. Derek Stevens, who runs the D Casino in Las Vegas and the Golden Gate as well. He has done it again. He's put his money where his mouth is. Before this tournament started, he laid down about, $25,000, I believe, on Michigan to win it all, and I believe the odds were 40-1. And lo and behold, they have a chance for him to win $1 million. And joining us live from Las Vegas is our buddy Derek Stevens. How you doing, Derek?
Hey, Stoney, Jeff. Great to talk to you. All good.
It's got to be great. So when exactly did you make the wager?
I made the wager. It was during the Big Ten tournament prior to the final game.
Oh, wow.
So I thought the odds of 40-1 were still a little strong because I thought Michigan looked great in that Big Ten tournament. And I've been talking to my neighbor on Fremont Street, Tillman Fertitta, the owner of the Golden Nugget, and I was saying, I'd love to make a play here this year. I'd love to make a play here, and then, it was just that day that day that he approved it. I thought, okay, I'm going to take the shot.
Now, you've done this before. I remember a couple years ago because I was down there watching one of the games with you. You did this before. Was it the same odds? Was it the same stakes? And did you do it for Michigan State as well once, too?
Yeah, I did it for Michigan State, and I think that particular year Michigan State was 50-1. That was the year they made it to the Final Four and got taken out on Saturday versus Duke. This go around it was Michigan and it was 40-1.
Hey, Derek, what's the most you've ever won on a bet? And will the $1 million if Michigan wins, is that the most?
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. It's funny. Everybody's talking about the fact that I got this $1 million ticket. Really, in reality, you got to remember, I have a $25,000 ticket to win $1 million. It's the Nugget that Nugget has the $1 million exposure.
So the big question is, and I know it was debated before the actual Final Four, have you made up your mind whether you're going to hedge a little bit at least? I don't know, maybe lay $300,000 or something on Villanova. So worst comes to worst, if Michigan does lose, you don't get $1 million, but you'll still get a few $100,000 because that would seem to be the prudent thing to do. But as you know better than anybody, and people in Vegas aren't always prudent.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this has been a great run. I will make sure that we come out ahead and we cash a little bit more at the windows than that we went in. But in reality, I'm gonna make sure we get a small winner. But I'm definitely going to be rolling all the upside on Michigan tonight. So
I know you hang out with some of the betting shows out there. Some of the people, including Brent Musburger, has become friends with you. What's your take on the game? The line is, I seen it's going from 6 to 6.5. I assume that's going to hold steady towards tip-off. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I mean, at first, after Michigan had the early win on Saturday, everybody thought, Villanova would come out like about a 4. And then they just played lights out, and then it opened at a 6.5, and it went to a 7. It's still all Villanova money out here in the desert. So, I think at some point, you're going to have a number that holds up. But right now it's at 7, and I think that's probably where the game's going to end up.
Now, and then Derek Stevens joining us on the Troy Laser Hotline. Derek, of course, runs the great and owns the D Las Vegas Hotel, where we go there every year.
I was there this a couple weekends ago.
I know. Valenti was there a couple weeks ago doing the show from there. Is there a pro-Michigan sentiment in the hotel because of the Detroit connections?
Oh my! I mean, yeah, this evening at Long Bar. I mean, I think starting this afternoon, I think every single seat's reserved, and yeah, we're gonna have pure bedlam inside the D at Long Bar this evening, and you know we're gonna be doing the show with Brent. Brent's gonna be at the South Point. They're gonna be live streaming. I guess somehow they want to watch this bedlam occur, and they're going to be live streaming it. And you know, the interesting thing here this year as well is in-game wagering has really taken off. That was something that really didn't happen a few years ago. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be an awful lot of action during the game. For example, let's just say Michigan jumps out to an early lead of like 10-6. The odds are going to be changing. I mean, there's a line in between every commercial, so it gets to be an interesting night of a lot of action.
Hey, Derek, obviously you're worried about the odds, and you run a casino, and you know all that, but take me through your emotions tonight. You're a Michigan fan, I believe.
He's a Michigan grad.
A Michigan grad, and you got $25,000 to win $1 million. Like, if this is a close game late, what are you doing?
Oh, my. I think that's why they want to have the video going, because this is going to be the ultimate sweat. I'll tell you what, Saturday was an incredible sweat. I mean, going in at halftime, Michigan didn't look all that great, and boy, did we get a sweat out of that one. So, yeah, it's going to be a very emotional day, that's for sure. And, you know, we've got all of our superstitious elements put together, so we'll be ready to go. We're going to have a lot of fun with it.
If you win, do you go to the Golden Nugget right away to cash it?
No, you know, I think there's going to be a lot of people around. I think that would be a little. I don't think that would be the smartest move. So I think we're going to hold on a little bit.
Now, do they pay in cash or will it be a check? I mean, for TV and all that stuff, for visual, it would be kind of cool to see that much cash. But I assume it's just a check, right?
Well, no. I mean, they'll pay you in cash, chips, or a check, whatever you want. But if it's a check, you're going to definitely wait in a couple days until they come in to have somebody that has the authority to write it. But yeah, you get paid any which way, and that's a great thing about Vegas. You don't have to worry about getting paid. You're going to get paid, so that's a good thing.
Now, I'm just curious with the hockey team there now doing unbelievable things. Has there been increased action on betting on hockey, and what's it like at the casino when the Golden Knights play?
You know, that's really amazing. You know, I mean, I know the feeling what it was like at Joe Louis Arena in these, 25-plus years of making the playoffs for the Red Wings. This is a city that never had a pro sports team, and boy, have they taken this hockey team. So, yeah, there's been a big increase. And when I say big, I mean like a tenfold increase in the amount of hockey wagering out in Las Vegas.
And it's incredible how good they've been in, making the playoffs and winning the division. It's nuts. Derek, good luck to the Wolverines. Good luck to you, and thanks for all you do, your support of this radio station and this program over the years. We always appreciate it. And as I always say, he's hanging at the Long Bar. Tell him we sent you, and he just might buy a cocktail. By the way, one final thing. You always wear those beautiful long jackets. Do you have a special, maize and blue jacket for tonight?
We most certainly do. Yeah, we've got a very interesting wardrobe, but we're going to be ready. That's for sure.
Are you nervous right now, just talking about it?
Yeah, a little bit, but we always have a lot of fun with it. And to be honest, one thing that makes it a lot easier is everything you guys do and everything Valenti does. Is you send off all these great Michigan fans over to our place, and it's great. I mean, I love having everybody that's a ticket fan come down and say hello, and it's kind of like our Michigan home in the desert out here.
We appreciate it as always. Derek, good luck tonight. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that's Derek Stevens, the D